How are you today, besides waking up at 5 a.m.? It's more than just waking up at 5 a.m. Oh, my day fucking sucked. My day sucked. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, hold up a sec, because I wanna do this. Fucking story time. I'm doing this so, like, the fucking game doesn't distract me from this. So, my day. My day. I woke up. Well, I didn't wake up at 5 a.m. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning. And yeah, I I said this at the beginning of the stream, but I didn't stream yesterday because like I felt like absolute crap out of nowhere. It's like I started getting just aches and pains everywhere, like headache and all that, and it's just like there's no way I can stream like in this condition. So that's a shame. I'll put it off for tonight. Went to bed, woke up, and I feel like 100 times worse. I had all of that, but it was much stronger. Sore throat, stuffed up nose, um, yeah, cough, nausea, diarrhea. It was awful, right? I'm like, why am I this sick? I remembered a couple days beforehand I went to Monopara, which is actually a COVID hotspot at the moment, and I'm like, oh fuck, I may have COVID. So at like 3:30 in the morning, I had to like get up. It's like I had to go out, tell everyone here. It's like, hey, don't go to work. I may have given you guys COVID. And yeah, they're all like, well, fuck. So we spent the whole day. Uh, yeah, we spent the whole day at the hospital getting you know, COVID tested and all that. We yeah, we went to the hospital instead of waiting for the 8 a.m. like public COVID testing thing. We just went straight to the hospital because we thought, oh, it's only like 4 or 5 in the morning. There'll be like no one there. It'll be like in and out, easy, like quick and easy. No, oh fucking no. Uh, in the end, after like everything said and done, it took us 6 hours to get our COVID test. Do you know how long a COVID test like actually takes? 3 seconds. Nurse comes in, swabs your the inside of your mouth and like up your nose, and bam, you're done. It's like 6 hours for that. So yeah, we went to the hospital. It's like, hey, showing signs of need a test, and instead of actually giving me the COVID test, they start like taking blood pressure, like blood tests and all that for me. Which I'm not the biggest fan of needles. I am super not the biggest fan of needles to the point where it's like when I was getting the thing in my arm, it's like I had to have my head. It's like no, no. If I see it, I will vomit because it's like being autistic. I'm like hypersensitive to senses, so like anything like I taste, smell, touch, and all that crap is more sensitive to me. So like someone drawing blood is extremely painful and and just like I can feel the blood being taken from my arm. It's the most disgusting fucking feeling in the world. I hate it. But like yeah, after all that, not an IV drip, but like the the thing that would like the IV would like go into that was in my arm for a while. But like yeah, I hated that. I spent like the next fucking like hour or so with like my arm like that, so I couldn't see the thing sticking out of my arm, out of my peripheral vision. Because if I looked at it or even moved my arm, I'd be like I'd feel it and be like, no, no, gross, ew. Oh god. So yeah, After that happened, we went back into the waiting room and like waited to actually get the COVID test. The second I sit down, I get hit with like the biggest sense of like, oh my god, I'm about to throw up. I don't know what it was. So I just sat there, just like, it's fucking awful. And this is about to get gross, by the way. So like I am so close to vomiting. I had to close my eyes. I had to stop any kind of fucking sensations as possible and focus so hard on not vomiting because as I mentioned earlier, one of the symptoms of COVID is diarrhea. If I vomited, I'd be I'd involuntarily shit myself and blast out of both ends. Luckily I didn't vomit, so that didn't happen, but oh boy, that was the scariest part of the day. Actually, well, second scariest part. You know, the scariest part being, oh my god, I may have COVID. But fucking hell, oh my lord. But yeah, like after a while, I got over that and everything was fine, and we're just sitting there for like 3 hours in the waiting room and nothing. So after a while, we got up. It's like, hey, what the hell's going on? We've been here for a while. He's gotten blood tests and all that. We just need like a COVID thing, like in and out. Boom, let's go. Turns out the staff forgot about us because there was a shift change. So it's like, well, fuck, what do we do? And they just said it's like, just go to the COVID testing tent thing on the other side of the building. That's where you should have been in the first place. It's like, but it wasn't open, so we would hear. It's like, it would be quicker if you do that. We can't really do that here. It's like, so I got these blood tests and nearly vomited and shat myself for nothing. It's like, yeah. It's like, God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. Ugh. One thing that was really interesting about those tests, though, is apparently my blood is completely fine and my blood pressure is incredibly healthy. Which, look at me. Do I look like the kind of person that has, good blood pressure? I'm really healthy despite this fucking thing. But yeah. Oh, and while we are fucking sitting in the waiting room, the entire time there was this one guy clearly going through withdrawals from something, and just fucking the entire time he's like vomiting and like pacing back and forth, and he, every time a nurse came by, he'd have to ask them. It's like, hey, can you give me something to stop these jitters? It's like, no, we can't do that. Sorry, blah 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 blah. Drugs can't do that. It's like, thanks. And every time he'd say, he'd you know be told no, you can't have anything for it. He'd go to the coffee machine and get himself a coffee. It's like, mate, that's the worst thing to do if you want to stop jitters, is to add a shit ton of caffeine into your system. Anyway, okay. So moving on to the COVID testing site that after that. Uh nothing really nothing really happened for like another 3 hours, but one thing one thing there brightened up my fucking day. Because it's something I never expected to see ever. So, while we're waiting, while we're waiting to be called in to get like a COVID thing, a woman comes in with a mentally handicapped kid, right? I think it's a kid. Either a kid or a very short man. Um, by by mentally handicapped Down syndrome, specifically. But like, comes in like he's clearly, seeing signs of COVID as well. He had like the absolute worst cough. Like he probably has it. It's pretty bad. But like, it's like they do the They do their paperwork and all that, and sit down, and nice enough person, but like he's just sitting there, just out in the space, just like looking at his hands for most of the time. Then like about the 2 hour mark of waiting, uh, he's a he's like living assistant goes up to the reception staff. It's like, hey, I'm a handler for this special needs person over here, and I kind of need to use the bathroom at the moment. So if you could, keep an eye on him while I'm gone, uh, thanks. And they say yes, and like she leaves. The second, the fucking second that bathroom door closes, he sees that as an opportunity, stands up, one swift motion, pulls down his pants and starts playing with his dick. Like not like going at it, but just touching it. And like, but like, oh my god, the the staff had to go up to him and it's like, please don't pull your pants up. And it's like they couldn't handle it. They couldn't do anything. So like after like a minute or two, the woman gets out of the bathroom and sees what's going on. It's like, Steve. It's like, oh my, oh my god. Oh, that was so. That was my day. That was my day. I I left for I left to get that COVID test at what was it, like 4:30 in the morning, and got back at nearly 11:30 in the morning. So yeah, that was my day.